All right, so this year we're going to be studying a lot of world geography. How people live there, what is their landscape like, what kind of physical features do they have, how do they use those physical features, what natural resources, lots of different things, how they interact, etc., etc. I think it's going to be a great year. We're both going to learn a lot. So anyway, this map shows you the different continents in the world, and hopefully you know the different continents and the different oceans. If not, it's something that we need to review, and I'll have some activities for you to play on my big campus to get you more familiarized. So our regions of focus are going to be Asia, Africa, and the Australia Southwest Pacific Islands. So these three areas here. Why, you may ask? Well, that's regions that perhaps you haven't studied that thoroughly, and that's what the Indiana State Department of Education wants us to study, are these three areas: Africa, Asia, and Australia. All right, how do we study those three areas? Well, we're going to look at 5 themes of geography, and one of those is place, and that is identifies that human and natural features that make one place different from the other. So how the natural features of Africa differs from the natural features in Australia, and how do the people adapt to those, and how does that make them different. Then we're gonna look at location. Where are they on the map? How do we locate them? Where is it? Using longitude and latitude lines, and we're going to dive more into location later on this week. We're also going to focus on the region. Regions are divided by either political regions like different continents or countries, or functional regions where a group of specific tribe of people claim a region because that's where they were born, or they find resources there they like. We're going to talk about different types of regions. Also going to look at how the interaction, how do humans interact with the land they have, the resources there, how does that cause problems with the environment, stuff, those things of that nature. How do their religion and their economy affect the land they live on, or how does the land affect what they do? Obviously, you're not going to have a lot of snow in Hawaii, right? So they're probably not going to be successful in harvesting snow crabs in Hawaii. And just like you're not going to be able to grow pineapples in Alaska, right? Their climates don't allow them to do so. So how does that affect the regions we're going to look at? And then we're also going to look at movement. Answers the questions: how do people, goods, and ideas move from place to place? We're going to look at the trends and see the similarities between Africa and Asia and these Southwest Pacific Islands. See if we can find any correlations amongst them. All right, so again, we're focusing on Africa, Asia, and the Australia Southwest Pacific Islands. Also, if you aren't familiar with these oceans and these continents, we need to get you there as soon as possible. Lastly, this week specifically, we're going to be doing some maps. You're going to be making your map of yourself, and I want you to be familiar with parts of a map. There are several things that are very common to a map. The first would be the title. Every map usually has a title over here. You also usually have a legend, which is up here, and it's kind of like your key for the way things are described. So like these circular bodies of water are lakes, and you can see these are lakes here. So key is how you identify certain things without having to write out every word, but with a symbol. You always have your orientation or your compass rose, your north, south, east, west. There, a scale that shows you, okay, I can take the tip of my finger and place it there, and that's the distance between there and there, right? It tells you approximately how many miles they are. Gives you an idea of different parts of the map. This week I have a lot of activities for you to do online, some in class. This whole year is going to be a trial for me teaching this, so bear with me, and I hope we all enjoy it and we learn something and we have some fun doing it. Thank you.